Yo, what up everybody? It's your boy Naruto Explained here, and today I want to have a conversation with you guys about something that is very long overdue in not just the Boruto series, but the entire Naruto franchise, which is the exploration of the Uzumaki clan. I know somebody's typing already like, oh my god, we already got information about the Uzumaki. Hold on for a second, alright? Before you even start using that, let me just take that weak water argument and just throw that stuff into the trash can for a second. Like, you had a small moment in Naruto, I believe Naruto chapter 500, if I'm not mistaken. Naruto chapter 500, which should be in volume 53 of the Naruto manga. You had this moment in Naruto chapter 500 where it was stated that the Uzumaki clan, they were feared because of their overpowered sealing jutsu, as well as the fact that they have super long lifespans where they live for a really long time, and they're distant relatives of the Senju clan, and that the Uzumaki clan symbol actually got put onto Konoha's flat jackets and everything as a sign of solidarity. Outside of that, we don't know anything else about the clan that wasn't introduced in filler, where you had Karin Uzumaki's backstory, or the few things that got sprinkled into the anime that the manga didn't really expound upon. When you compare that to the Uchiha clan, definitely the Uchiha clan, or when you compare that to even the Hyuga clan, the Uzumaki were never really explored. I feel like when it comes to the Boruto anime, I feel like this is the time where you need to take this opportunity and you need to explore Boruto's Uzumaki roots. Like, it's great that we're learning more about the Hyuga clan. That's really cool. However, when you look at everything that's presented with the Uzumaki clan, this is a huge room for conflict. Like, now I know we've already had pain. That's cool. But the thing about pain, I cannot stress this enough. When it comes to Nagato, it was not revealed that Nagato was an Uzumaki until later in the series. We found out that Karin Uzumaki and Nagato were Uzumaki clan members in the Fourth Shinobi World War, where you had Kabuto stated. Up until that point, it was not stated that Nagato was an Uzumaki. Think about this for a second. The Uzumaki clan were so overpowered that several countries had to team up in order to wipe them out in a sneak attack. They had to team up to wipe them out. The Uzumaki clan, the clan that has a special line of chakra that not every person in Uzumaki has. It's a very rare number of them who have a special line of chakra that allows them to be the Jinchuriki for the Nine Tails, the most powerful of all the Biju. Their clan, and a very rare bloodline trait inside their clan, is able to become the Jinchuriki for the Nine Tails. When you look at this and you look at the fact that they created the Reaper Death Seal, they also created the Reaper Death Seal reversal. They have some very overpowered jutsu. And when you look at the Boruto anime, one of the things that the anime hammers home, they talk about how you have family ties and you have predefined roots, and the Boruto series is going out of its way to show, as this new generation is growing, they want to gradually get to a point where they stand on their own, where they're breaking away from those ties and creating their own lane forward. Whereas the Naruto story was talking about trying to find acceptance and find those ties and celebrate those ties, Boruto's doing something a little differently. And it will be really awesome if you have a new villain for the Uzumaki clan, where they come out the shadows and they're a clan member of Naruto's, they're a clan member of, they've been in the shadows. Maybe you can have a holdover where they're probably from the Third Great Ninja War era, so they would be someone who would have interacted with Minato. They'd be in Minato's age range, so they'd be in their 50s at this point. Because the Uzumaki can live for a long time, they would still have access to a large pool of power. And because Uzumaki have all these incredible sealing jutsu, it would basically put you in a situation where, for as powerful as Naruto and Sasuke are, they could possibly have some sealing jutsu, some forbidden seals that the Uzumaki clan themselves had, to where they could level the playing field, to where maybe they can seal off a massive power or a massive portion of Naruto and Sasuke's power, to where they can't necessarily go 100% during that fight, or maybe just seal them away altogether. And what I would like about that possibility is, on one hand, while it would be a little bit of a retread from what you got in the Fourth Great Ninja War, where Obito and Madara, because of the lifestyle that they had, that they grew up in, especially with Obito, to where he had seen the darker side of war and that pain of loss, and how Naruto worked to essentially heal those wounds in his heart. Boruto, I'm not talking giving them talk no jutsu, I'm not saying something like that, but this will be a great opportunity for Boruto and Naruto to understand that there's a part of their clan that they don't know anything about. And when you look at the Uzumaki, a ripe way to do the conflict is the fact that the Uzumaki clan, their whole village was wiped out. They're supposed to be allies to Konoha, and yet the survivors and the bloodline of the survivors is spread out all throughout the ninja world. And when you really look at it, this gives you an opportunity for somebody to say like, hey, you know, you guys are supposed to be our allies. The land of whirlpools is not that far from the land of fire. You guys didn't come to our need. We're coming back for our own revenge. That would be something very believable, and it would give you an opportunity for Naruto's Hokage and Boruto, being the youngest generation Uzumaki, them having an opportunity to heal the wounds of a situation like that. Like, that would be really awesome to see. I feel like there's a lot of conflict as well as a lot of opportunity for character growth for Boruto, and in particular Naruto, because for a character like Naruto who had 700 chapters of character growth and development and 2 canon movies, it's really hard to develop Naruto's character. However, this could be something to where you could actually add another layer to Naruto's character, as well as give Boruto an opportunity to progress further down his path of wanting to be the Shadow Hokage. However, I want to know from you guys, how you guys feel about there being an Uzumaki revenge arc, and do you like the possibility of an Uzumaki being a villain? How do you guys feel about that? I think that this could be a way to do it properly. However, that's just my opinion on this subject matter. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.